Hi everyone, let's go ahead and see how you can create the Pandas data frame. Earlier we had seen how you can work with the Pandas series. We created a series by doing a manual data imputations and manual data, the pass to the Pandas series. And we also got the series by reading a set of file in the form of a single column data frame, and then we skewed that data frame into a series. But this time we are going to create a data frame from the scratch, and then we will be also reading a file as the data frame. And thereafter we will be doing a lot of the data analysis and manipulation. Let's go ahead, import the pandas. As you already know that we have imported pandas as the PD, although we don't need to import it multiple times. Now we need to create here a dictionary. So if I create here a dictionary, it will have a key and the value. Alright. So here I say 1 in word form, and then I give here a number, and then I say here 2, and then I give here a number 2, and then finally I see here it is a 3, and then I give here a number 3. To create a pandas data frame, you need to just put here pd.dataframe, and then you need to pass here a dictionary. You need to just run it. Now once you run it, you will see that it is throwing the error, because it is saying that if you are using all scalar values, you must pass an index. Alright, so the index is not passed there. So for that, I'm just going to put it into a list, that one. Alright, so once it is into a list, then these will be converted into a column, and these values will be treated as the column values. And to convert it into a data frame, you need to convert it into a proper data frame, where in fact this is also a proper data frame, it is not wrong. But let's say if you want to keep these as the index, then how would you do that? You will simply do something like this. This dot t says that we are going to do a transpose of the data frame. So it's going to transpose this data frame, and then you can give the column name later on to these values. So this has become the index, and this one is the column. And a data frame, you can read it into a df, which is a data frame. You can check the type of df, which will be a data frame here. You can also use here a list and the set or any other ways to create the data frame. For example, if I say here a equal to something like this, once again, I say here 1 and 2, and thereafter I say here a 3. Thereafter you can simply do here a pd dot data frame. In that I pass here a. So this time what happens, I created a list 1, 2, 3, but this time I don't need to put here a transpose value, because I have not passed here any index. So it will automatically take a range as the index. So a range starts from the 1 to 3. That means it will produce values from 0 to 2, 0, 1 and 2, the length of 3. And you can also pass here the column parameter, where I say columns equal to numbers. Now you will be seeing there. Alright, this column need to be in the form of actually a list here. So now you see a column name is number there, and these are the number. Although currently we do not have an index. If you want the index, then you have to create something like that. But suppose that if you want to create here a multi-column data frame, then how would you do that? Okay, so for the multi-column data frame, you need to create that a two-dimensional list or two-dimensional vector there. So this time I'm going to say here it is 1, 1, and then again I'm just going to create here a list where I say here 2 and 2, and then here I say here it is a 3 and then 3. Thereafter you need to pass here once again pd dot data frame. In this I pass this data a. Now you see that the dimension of this list is the 2 dimension, because it is a list of a list. That means it will be having here a multiple column. You just run this. Now you see the first value is the first column. The second value of this list is the second column. You might be wondering that if we put the third value, then what happens? So wherever it is the third value, it will put that as the third value. Since other values are a none value, so automatically this third value will get converted into a float value. But if we have it as the string, then what happens? Once we put that as a string, then this will become as the object. Alright, the data type of this has become now the object. And now you see the difference there. Now these have become there a none. So these are the sum of the difference. If it is NaN, that means it is not a number. Basically it is saying that these are data type, float data type. Alright. And when it is none, that means it is the object data type and none object present there. Let's go ahead, just keep here two values. And similarly, last time as we did here, we can pass here columns. Now we need to pass the list of the two columns, like here, string. And if I pass here just a single column, it's gonna throw the error. All right, there I have a string and then I have here numbers. So this has become a string and the numbers. Now this one also, this string goes to the first value and this numbers goes to the second value. And you can read this data frame into a new variable named as the df. You can choose this name as per your choice. Usually or generally it is chosen as df, which is like a data frame there. And you can simply do like df or something like that. We have got it here. The other function, if you apply here t, which is the transpose, now you will be seeing there, these will become here index and these index will become the columns there, something like this. Although we don't want to apply there a transpose here. This is just a string. Similarly, you can do with the set as well. For example, if you do it something like this. All right, I'm just gonna change these list as the set. All right, something like this. So this is now a set of set. And it will create the same type of the data frame what we had earlier. Now you see there. So these are the methods to create the data frame from your raw data, or suppose that from the scratch. In the coming lessons, I'll show you how you can get the data frame or how you can read the file, CSV file or Excel file or whatever the type of files you have. You will be reading those files as the data frame. Alright, I'll see you in next one.